Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Sunday, the 2nd of April, 2023. A good change of pace, becoming a full-on chill streaming day. Let's talk all about that. So first of all, we started off today with the Level 1 podcast, and quite frankly, I didn't have much to talk about. There was no real game news to cover. The schedule you guys pretty much know. A couple quick takeaways is that we really need to discussing what you guys want to see as the next long-form React event at the end of April over on DSP Reacts. And basically, I think I really would like to stay away from drama if possible this month, because we just did the Pro Jared documentary and a Wings documentary, and it would be great to now do something that's not that kind of content. But I need feedback on what kind of other stuff you guys would like to see me react to then. And in addition, we need to start brainstorming for the next major event. This month is my birthday event this coming Friday, but every month I like to do something special, whether it's a marathon, a standalone event, a viewer's choice event, whatever it may be. And therefore, we need to start talking about what that will be for May. So please give me your feedback on those topics. But outside of that, there wasn't a lot to really discuss. So it was a lot of Q&A and just a lot of kind of talking and chilling on the show today. Then the first gameplay stream today was the continuation of Metroid Prime Remastered. We had great progress today, unlocking the tether swing. I forget what it's called, the grapple beam or something like that. And also the ability to see X-ray through walls, although I haven't really found any use for that yet besides the initial place you find it. I don't know where else you really use it. But, you know, once again, good progress, chill, fun, lots of talking and interaction, and actually a good amount of support on the stream as well that I was very pleased with. So thank you to anyone who was there live, and if you continue to watch that playthrough on YouTube, thanks. You know, it's very relaxing and chill. It's not anything that's very stressful, that's for sure. Then on the late stream tonight, it was Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Now, I'll be honest, it was kind of stressful, but it wasn't because of any, reason of the chat or anything. Really, it was, I resumed the Mages Guild quest line by gathering the final ingredients. First thing I had to do was go through an Oblivion gate, and it was actually the hardest one I've done yet in the game. You had to go through 2 separate Oblivion towers, go to the top and hit 2 lock switches to get these bridges to extend, to finally get to a 3rd tower, get to the end and finish it. It was very time consuming and challenging, so it was kind of frustrating. But I did get the ingredients I needed to get back into the Mages Guild, did a couple missions for Mages Guild, which worked out pretty well, but then we got to this quest line where you're in a tomb, and there's a tower, or like I don't know what it's called, a spire, and you have to hit it with 4 different magic spells from 4 different directions in order for it to activate and unlock. Problem was, I don't have the spells, and I don't have the level to get the spells and use them. So I'm like, uh-oh. So basically I'm going on a scavenger hunt. I'm trying to see who sells the spells, who trains in destruction magic. And no exaggeration, it took like 40 minutes for me to try to finally figure it out. So a big chunk of the stream was kind of frustrating, which sucks because usually the Oblivion streams are very chill. And I'll be honest, it actually did annoy me tonight. Not much you can do. You're going to have a game that's not going to be perfect. You're going to have annoying parts of the game. This was actually one of them, I feel. Outside of that, usually these Oblivion streams are quite nice and not very stressful. So it's kind of a random thing that it happened like that, but it did. But anyway, still had a great time. And again, support was actually pretty good. We actually got a bunch of new members today on the channel. So thank you all. I really appreciate that. Now, over on DSP Reacts today, there was 3 new videos. There was the last part of Ask the King from Friday. There was the latest part of DSP versus the Internet, which I believe is part 3 of 6. And then there was my review of the movie Nope. That's the latest Jordan Peele movie. So lots of content over on DSP Reacts. I hope you'll give it a look if you haven't had a chance yet. So that was the day. Overall, a pretty chill day. Now tomorrow's going to be a little different, because tomorrow on the first stream, it's Resident Evil 4 Remake, which means it's going to be challenging. It's going to be fun because it's hardcore mode, but at the same time, it'll absolutely be frustrating. So that'll be neat. Now, we may have some interruptions. I don't know if it's an annual or biannual inspection. I always forget. But basically, there is an alarm system that we have here in our condo facility because the houses are connected. So, for example, let's say my neighbor had a fire in their house. What would happen is this alarm would go off and notify everyone connected, hey, house is on fire, get the hell out, so you know to get out of there and be safe, okay? So they test this at least once a year, and tomorrow's the day, and they're going to be testing it during my first stream. I believe they said the time frame is like between noon and 2 p.m., so at any point, I may have to interrupt my stream and go downstairs and allow them to come in and test the alarm quickly. It only takes a couple of minutes. It's not a long thing, but it may interrupt our either podcast or gameplay of Resident Evil, depending on how long it takes. So I guess we'll see what happens with that. By the way, Jasper Kitty will be joining us on stream tomorrow for the first stream, so that's a nice change of pace. I know people like to see him. So that's tomorrow's first stream, and then tomorrow night will be the continuation of Like a Dragon Ishin. Now, the last 2 Like a Dragon Ishin streams have been all side content. I think what we will do immediately tomorrow is start with story advancement, because that might actually kick us into the next time frame, like the nighttime. And I think there may actually be more missions available to do at night if we advance the time a little bit. So I think that's what we'll do immediately, is try to do that first, see how that works out, and then after that happens, go from there and see what else is left. After we advance past Chapter 10, which we've been in now for several streams, it's all story from then on out, and it's still going to be a lengthy piece of story, but I'd like to do as much meaningful side content as possible. We've done a ton of it while we were in Chapter 10, so tomorrow night should be a fun time of chill, relaxing fun with everyone, okay? So that's tomorrow, guys. I hope to see you for Monday, April 3rd. Thanks a lot for a great streaming day today. Please have a good night. I'll see you for the Level 1 podcast at the usual time, 10:45 a.m. Pacific time. Thanks. Good night. See you tomorrow. Later.